Now, this is awkward.
Well, you all can stand there feeling awkward, but I came to have some fun.
I'm sorry, you must be mistaken, new friend. I was born David Vickers. I became David Vickeroshi. I've never been David Buchanan.
Well, I hate to break it to you, son, but in point of fact, you were born David Buchanan. Because the truth is that Ace Buchanan is your biological father, which makes you the missing Buchanan heir.
Oh, Stacy? Stace?
Wait, you're Stacy? Stacy.
Live and in living color.
Hey, an imposter,
Blair Kramer and John
Dress. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You're not properly dressed.
I'm wearing red.
Would you let her take her tickets?
Can you believe her?
I told you this was going to be fun.
Who's the guy with?
Oh, that guy? That's your girlfriend's new boy toy. Oh, okay, there's got to be a bar, right?
My husband is Asa Buchanan's illegitimate son? Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am, I am. Asa told me his own self.
But we have been down this road before, remember? With your brother?
Asa was clear as a bell. David Vickers is his biological son.
Well, now, if that's true, that means that Clint and Bo are his...
Are my brothers. You sure?
Okay, so it's been 10 years, but do you really think she'd forget her own sister? Not so fast. Yeah, we're talking. Hey. What's wrong? Relax. What, you never crashed a party before?
It's not that.
Well, what is it?
I'm just wondering how long you're gonna keep putting on the show for John.
Are you gonna do something about this, Jim?
What'd you like me to do? You want me to go wrestler for the tickets?
Ooh, I'd pay to see that.
Hey, where are you going?
Going home.
No way. I want you fair and square.
Dad, I don't want to stay here and watch Mom make a fool of herself with that guy.
Well, I don't want to pay taxes, but grown-ups do what we have to do. And unless you've become a Welcher, you owe me the Go Red Ball. Oh, look at Todd. This might actually almost be worth it.
Yeah. 2 tickets, please.
This is amazing. I lost my brother Spencer, but I have gained 2 new brothers. And Nora, an ex-sister-in-law. And Natalie, a niece. But how can this be possible?
Well, it seems that your mama, Emma Bradley, had 2 different liaisons with Asa. One was before your brother was born, and the second one was 9 months before you were born.
So that means Spencer
Is Ned Truman's child, but you are Ace's boy.
Ace's boy. I am a Buchanan. And I have a family.
I'm just curious, Mr. Calhoun. Ace has been dead for a year, and if, as you say, he told you himself that David was his son. Why have you waited so long to come forward? And why now, Mr. Calhoun?
Well, I think I'll let Asa explain that. Now, I believe this hotel has a conference room.
Right down the hall. Come along, darling. Don't you want answers?
You knew. You knew. You all knew. This is unbelievable. David is your brother. He's Ben's brother. He's my brother-in-law.
You know, there's a lot to take in, but if I were you, you'll see what that guy is up to.
Who, David?
But no, the lawyer. I mean, like Dorian said, he has got a reason for being here, and my guess is that reason is money.
Of course it is, the estate.
Yeah, and with Joey and Kevin in London?
And Clint, who was obviously very well aware of the situation and still unable to control it. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Charlie. Aren't you coming?
But no, I really don't want to intrude.
Charlie, please. Please, I need you.
So,
Ma'am,
when did you get here?
the woman behind the desk says you didn't pay.
Oh, that's my fault. I left a ticket out for her, but her sister got here first. It's a misunderstanding. Please tell the lady sorry, and well, this should cover the cost of the additional ticket. We good?
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
Hey, it's not every day you get to party with the sister you haven't seen in 10 years. I can't believe I didn't recognize you.
Well, Gigi can vouch for me. I know, no more braids. Or braces. 10 years? Almost. You look great, by the way. So do you. Especially in my dress.
I knew it was the same dress.
Rex, it's not the same dress. It's my dress, the one that you bought for me to wear tonight. She always hated it when I borrowed her clothes. You never borrowed my clothes. You would just take them without asking, and you're still doing it. I can't believe you stole my dress and my ticket. I don't get it. Why? Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see you, but what is this?
Well, I'm not going to do this sober.
Whatever gets you through the night.
I just wanted to surprise you. You could have surprised me at home. What did you do? Break into my house? You have your key taped on the bottom of your mailbox just like Mom did. Why didn't you just wait for me? I did, but then when you didn't come home, I saw the dress and the ticket, so... You thought you would just take them. Well, I figured I'd find you here, so let's just find someplace a little less crowded and celebrate.
No clue. Seriously, last time I saw your sisters, like...
Braces and zits, and she's all grown up now.
Listen, don't be ticked about the dress. Be happy.
Okay. My sister's here.
Your names?
Joe McBain and Flair Kramer.
But the woman in the red jacket and boots,
She lied, okay? I don't know, John. Better keep me away from the window. With Taya and Marty in the same room, somebody is gonna hit the streets.
So start from the beginning, please. How did you find me? I saw you guys in Vegas. In Vegas? When? I didn't see you.
I don't believe it. You're Gigi.
What?
The stripper on the poster in the lobby. In the casino. That was Stacy. But with brown hair.
It was a wig. You are not a stripper. An exotic dancer, and yes, I was the best. Only I quit. Okay, so you were stripping, and you were using my name. Your stripper name is Gigi.
Now, I thought your stripper name was the name of your first pet and the first street you lived on.
Cookie Delancey. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that one. You know, it's a tough world, so I wanted to pick a name that made me feel safe. And my sister, Gigi, her big, beautiful brown hair. Yeah, I missed you.
I missed you so much. So much. Oh, God, that's why you're so skinny. I'm gorgeous, because all that dancing. We'll talk about the exotic part later. Please tell me you kept most of your clothes on.
Oh, please, I didn't mean the sucker that could afford these babies.
Not exactly the answer you're looking for.
Relax, okay? No one got a peek.
All right, so what happened? Because I didn't see you.
Well, okay, so I was on my way to my first show that day, and I saw you guys, but I figured it couldn't have been you. What were the odds? So I stood there for a while, and I realized it was you. But then I turned around, and you guys were out the door. So I took off after you, but I was in spikes, and I got on my coat, ran out the door, and you guys were already off in a cab. So I hopped in a cab, followed you to the airport, and I lost you again.
You went straight to the gate.
And I had no idea where you guys were going to go. So I found this helpful ticket agent who helped me track you down. Guess it didn't hurt that I had my costume underneath my raincoat. So I booked a ticket on the next plane. Found out your address online. Checked out your love nest. Dress, ticket. Here I am. Bottoms up.
Oh, would you look at the world? She looks so happy. She's having so much fun.
Well, I think I'm gonna go get a drink.
Excuse me. I think I ordered a double. This doesn't look like even a single.
What's going on, Todd?
You don't care.
Celebrating your freedom, or is this just a new way to relieve stress?
What stress?
I don't know. Watching Marty over there with that little rough piece of trade she picked up. Oh, thank you. What gets to you more? John and me together, or Marty and her little boy toy?
What about you, Blair? What gets under your skin? The fact that John can't take his eyes off Marty? Thank you. And the fact that Taya's with me.
Ooh, there's some good stuff in here.
Let me see. Ooh, Select Harvest Healthy Request. I love this soup. You know, it's really good for you. You should be eating this instead of those cheeseburgers you're eating at the hospital all the time.
You're having a good time tonight, aren't you?
So, are you?
I'm happy when you're happy.
You were right, you know. Dressing up, getting out of the house, seeing people. I'm having fun. I mean, I know I'm never going to get over losing hope, but at least I'm starting to have little moments, right? Like right now. I'm happy. I'm happy being here with you. You know, it reminds me that life can be good and I can look forward. To what? I don't really know exactly just yet, but forward.
Michael? Leon! Hey, Marcy, this is Leon. This is Marcy. Marcy, this is Dr. Leon Baptiste. He's the first-year surgical resident.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Michael keeps telling me he's finally met someone at the hospital who has a sense of humor.
It helps to keep you sane when you can laugh at the nitwits. This is my wife, Hope.
Hi. Hi, nice to meet you. You too.
You know it? Anything.
Hola. Uy, qué linda que estás. How are the newlyweds, huh?
And that's all she wrote. Your daddy left this DVD as a codicil to his last will and testament. And before you ask, it's the real McCoy. Bonded and accredited. Now, as to the terms, due to last year's downturn and the losses incurred by B.E., Asa has cut his family out of the will and left his entire estate. His house, his money, and his company. All of it. To you, David.
Okay. Now this all makes sense.
Don't you look lovely for a murder suspect? Come on, Talia. You and I both know that Lee Halpern was violent and dangerous. She She came at me, gorgeous, the same way she came at you. Luckily, I was tough enough to be able to disarm her and defend myself. Someday, you'll learn how to do that, too. Where's Lena?
At home with her cousin Langston.
Oh, I was hoping we could all have dinner together.
Yeah, sure. Oh, Christian, I love the song. Why don't we dance?
But, Talia, don't tell me your man convinced you that I'm a liar.
Taya, I don't need any convincing. Excuse me.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Do me a favor. Dance with me.
Yeah, why the hell not? Just don't try to lead. Whoa, hey, go easy, huh?
Why?
Because you're already half in the bag.
Woo, and here's to the other half.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, God, spoil sport.
Don't do that unless you mean it.
I am not jealous of Marty, Taya, or anybody else, Todd.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're drinking with me.
You're convenient.
You should have seen your face when Marty took those tickets.
That conniving little bitch. Shut up.
David, are you all right? This is quite a lot to take in. You have found your family and inherited a huge fortune. It's all good. You're going to get the company, the house, all the assets, everything is yours.
You know, I am sure Uncle David is extremely overwhelmed. I know I am. I mean, you've just become a Buddhist, which is totally cool. But Buddhists, they aren't interested in money or corporations. You know, if Grandpa were alive, I know he would be so proud of you.
Yes, Asa was a generous man. I'm sure he knew he could count on you to do the right thing.
All right, can we just stop this right here? Thank you very much. I really think it's inappropriate to try and get David to divest of something he hasn't even had the time to itemize.
No, he's got you for that, doesn't he?
Yes, he most certainly does. Because I am his wife. Frankly, I think we should all be applauding David. He's just been told that he's inherited a huge fortune, and he's accepting it with grace and humility. So I think it's really inappropriate for you to pressure him to give up something that you lost due to your own inadequacy.
And what are you pressuring him to do, Dorian?
I can't believe you're here. You've said that. Although I'm starting to get the feeling you're not happy to see me. Oh, no, I'm thrilled to see you. Are you kidding? I've missed you, like, so much. After I had the baby, I thought that I could finally come home. And that once Mom and Dad saw Shane, they'd forgive me. But when I came back to Michigan, you guys were gone. You had moved, and no one even tried to find me and let me know. It was the worst moment of my life. Yeah, well, look at me. Dad was no picnic to live with after you took off. I didn't take off. Stacey, they threw me out on the street because I got pregnant.
It was wonderful to meet you, Hope. And I'd really love to get together with you guys sometime, but I have an early call tomorrow.
Understood. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, Marcy.
Oh, yes. Nice to meet you. Both of you. had tomorrow morning off, Michael.
I do.
You saw how I reacted, didn't you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to react that way, Michael. It's just that I didn't expect it.
It's fine.
I just kept looking at her, staring at her, thinking, here's this grown woman. Her name is Hope. She's living her life. My baby never got that chance.
Let's get out of here.
I thought you understood.
What, that you had a thing for Manning? And now you have a thing for McBain, or you might not, or you don't know?
You know what? Don't get mean.
Look, hey, I know you. Probably better than anybody else in this room, okay? At least who you are now. I see it every day. Look, I care about you, Marty. I think you know that. And whatever it is that you and I have, it works for us. But I'm not going to stand here and let you embarrass yourself, or me.
Oh, I wasn't trying to embarrass you.
Look, I know you weren't. Okay, but this little game you're playing, using me to torture Manning and provoke McBain, it's getting old.
And I'm getting a drink.
Wait.
You're a good dancer.
You want to tell me what this is all about?
Well, can a lady ask a gentleman to dance? Oh, you don't believe it, John? Oh, you're right. I'm not making a play for you. You're not my type. But since I have your attention, I want to know something. You were there on the day that Vanessa shot Ray Montez at the airport, right? And there she is, laughing, and smiling, and dancing while Ray is in prison in Colombia. Do you think that's fair?
Hey, you know, you want someone to waltz you over there so you don't have to read lips. Why me?
Because Todd is doing shots.
Hey, you know what? Just corner Vanessa in the bathroom. Ask her what you want to know.
It's complicated.
Yeah? What'd she do to you?
Not a thing. But she did something to one of my clients. And as you know, I'm passionate when it comes to defending my clients. This is the part where you asked me if I'm covering for Todd. Was I lying when I claimed that I killed Lee Halpern in self-defense?
Were you?
I wouldn't worry about her. He's not her type.
And you are?
I'm not seeing Taya.
That's right. Yet. Just wondering what she's doing my date.
Has it ever occurred to you that everything in the world is about you?
Oh, Todd, you do so much for that enlightenment. You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take your little lawyer friend there. I'm gonna back her up against a window and see if she falls out.
Wait. I got a better idea.
What would that be? We could do the horizontal mambo right here on the dance floor, and pretty little Marty Saybrook wouldn't notice because she's all hooked up with that Wes guy.
His name's Wes.
His name's Wes. Wesley Granger. Former Navy SEAL. Nice little hot body.
Oh, he does have a nice body.
And let me tell you something. When I walk past the room, yep, from the sound of it, he's tireless. What?
I'm not going to fight with you. You're forgiven.
I just got all wound up. Listening to Roxy talk about John and me.
But you're always wound up.
That's true. Sorry.
It's cool. We're friends, remember?
Right, friends don't let friends make asses of themselves.
Not when they can help it.
Are you working for Antonio trying to nail Todd?
Did he kill Lee Halpern?
No.
You know this for a fact?
I killed Lee Halpern, and it was in self-defense.
You stabbed a woman in the heart with a kitchen knife with enough force to go through her sternum. You know, most people, that would set them back for a while, but here you are, apparently the life of the party.
I'm not most people.
Right. I knew you had gotten knocked up because Dad was just like beyond.
Yeah, he told me to
curious.
get the hell out. He didn't even give me any time to figure out what to do or pack or anything. Mom came running out into the yard and she gave me all the money in her purse, like $40, and that was it.
So then you came back and we weren't there. Is that when you came here?
No, I ended up in Texas and I got a job and I started raising my kid.
Who's the best, by the way?
Yeah, he's totally adorable.
How would you know that? You've never even met him.
I would never pressure my husband.
And how long have you and the Buchanan heir been married, Dorian?
Soulmates don't have a timeline.
So then why bother to make it legal now? I mean, he'd just become a Buddhist. You had to sign over all of your things just to persuade him, so... Well, unless, of course, you had a vested interest.
Of course I have a vested interest. I'm his wife. I'm very interested in making sure my husband's interests are protected. And obviously, all of you were trying to hide the truth about his paternity from him so that you could steal his inheritance.
Dorian, nobody stole anything.
Oh, really? Then why is he only finding out the news now?
Well, now, that's a very good question, Dorian.
I have made a decision.
Michael, I am so sorry. We really could have stayed at that party. You know, I'm really okay. It just threw me. I mean, her name threw me.
Because you're upset.
Not that I mind, but where did that come from?
It's good to know that I can still surprise you.
What is it?
For Valentine's Day.
Michael, it's beautiful. What kind of stone is that? I've never seen it before.
Yellow topaz. It's Hope's birthstone. I know that you and I, we had different ideas about this baby, you know, but I want you to know that I honor her, and I know how much you loved her, and I don't want you to feel like you have to hide how you feel about her, because it's a part of you, and I want to share that part of you. Because I want to be close to you, Marcy. I miss you.
What is that woman doing here?
Taya?
Look, I know she's your friend, but I don't trust her.
Nobody does. She's a lawyer. And she's a little complicated. Which is what I like about you.
That I'm complicated?
That you're not. Except for a little drama with your ex-husband. Everything's been nice and even.
So you don't think Todd killed Lee Halpern, and you don't think I did. So who's the culprit, John?
Beats me.
Well, obviously you have.
Hey, you know, I left the job because the system doesn't work. You don't seem to have that problem.
Everyone has a problem with the system, John.
But you found a way to work it.
Why would I want to do that?
Woo! Excuse me?
Well, you bumped into us.
Ah, come on. You skated right into me. You trying to cut it?
Mr. Calhoun, thank you for telling me the truth. Clint, Bo, My brothers, thank you for your concern. I know you only have my best interests at heart. Vicky, my best friend, you've been watching out for me. I appreciate that. And everyone else, thank you for your support. This has been overwhelming. That's why I need to speak with my wife. So if you will excuse us.
Don't call us, we'll call you. We should be so lucky.
David, my darling.
Dorian, did you marry me for love?
Yes, of course I did. I love you, David. I always have. You know that.
Did you really give your home to Mo and Noel?
That's not so simple.
Do you wish to follow the path of the Buddha?
To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not as fond of all of that as you are. However, I have found it to be very, very peaceful and tranquil, and I'm really quite grateful to you for all of that.
Did you know I was Asa Buchanan's son when you asked me to marry you?
Look, we need to get a plan in place, because if David decides to ditch the robes and lay claim to everything that we own, we're going to have to move, and we're going to have to move fast. What?
I find it remarkable. David is your brother. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, why in God's name would we tell you?
Oh, easy, Glenn.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe for the children. He is their uncle now.
And your good friend?
All the more reason.
What? To tell you so you can tell him? Vicky, do you not understand what's going on here? Those children you just talked about? Your good friend David could take everything that they own.
I was in your house. Remember when I stole your dress? You only had like 8 million pictures of you and your son.
It's true, Gigi.
Could you stop questioning everything I say and just pretend like you're actually happy to see me?
You're right. I'm sorry. It's just I have so many questions. Like, how are Mom and Dad? I'm sure the whole exotic dancer thing went over real big with them, huh? Oh, they must not know.
No, they don't know.
I can't say that. I blame you. I mean, after what happened with me, it's pretty obvious that Dad is pretty unforgiving and stubborn, and...
He's gone, Gigi. They both are.
What?
I'm sorry. I really thought you knew. They died.
Gigi, wait! It's a codicil! When did he write it? How the hell would I know when he wrote it? Well, yeah, Asa was crazy. Paul was crazy his whole life. I don't know, David says he's now he's a Buddhist. How the hell would I know what he's thinking? Hey.
There's nothing you can do about it now, Dad? Except drink.
All right. Asa.
World's biggest son of a bitch.
It's all a lie, isn't it?
No,
You don't love me at all,
But
do you?
David, darling, I do love you, and you love me. We're soulmates.
You never intended to give Mo and Noel your home or your money, did you?
Well, I said that wasn't simple.
I think it is. When you had control of Buchanan Enterprises, you didn't want any part of me. And then you lost it. Did you marry me just so you could get your hands back on the Buchanan estate?
Okay. You know I did. But so what? David, you need me now more than ever.
Gigi,
Veronica.
My parents.
I know.
Oh, God, I left home, and I never even tried to find them, and now they're gone.
You know, thanks for asking, but I'm not much of a dancer.
Look, you got a few good moves there.
Come on.
No. No.
We're going home now.
Hey,
No.
take your hands off the lady. Back off, baby.
Hey! Whoa, John!
Great, unbelievable. Todd! Stay out! Themselves out! Hands off of me!
What? Not so tough outside the courtroom, huh?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I thought perhaps you'd like to share.
Why would I share it with you?
I've come clean now.
You didn't know how Mom and Dad died.
Maybe this will shut you up.